So we're recording, so sorry, technophobe. Monday night, February 24th is our team Zoom. And, we're kind of in the midst of, February is typically a robust month because it's our last month going into conference. We have conference in Phoenix next month, March 26th to the 28th. So if you haven't made plans yet to be in Phoenix with us, be there. I think this is going to be a really important conference because with the changes happening in the Juice Plus company, I think you'll just be part of what is happening. And we have a super fun Murder at the Juice joint on Friday night. It's our team party, and we're all going to dress up like flappers and gangsters. And Reagan has put so much time into planning this. It is going to be super fun and awesome. So you want to be there, and Phoenix is great in spring. It's my favorite place to go to conference because we all get out of the cold and go to some warm weather. And I know I get to tack on a little spring break with my kiddos afterwards, and it's going to be so good to see everyone. So make sure that you are planning to come to Phoenix and you're not letting any lame excuses hold you back. So tonight I want to talk about how do you win the long game? And I want to talk about your Juice Plus mission, your impact, your business, your enterprise, whatever you want to call it. You signed up for a reason. So if I said to you right now, unmute yourself and tell me why you're here, would you be able to say that within the next 30 seconds? Raise your hand. All right, awesome. I mean, I know I'm here because fruits and vegetables made sense, okay? In a capsule made even more sense. Everybody needs that. And it was a business model that I could engage with for $50 a year. There was no risk. There was no downside. Interestingly, if you haven't read the BuzzFeed article yet about what has happened with LuLaRoe, they are being sued by women who are buying thousands and thousands of dollars of inventory every month. You guys, we have a great business model. We don't have that problem. You don't have to buy Juice Plus and stock it in your garage or your basement. It ships directly to your customers, okay? Your job is to be the messenger, the educator, the connector, and that's really what entrepreneurs do. So I want to talk about having a long-term mindset because you know what happens? I've been with Juice Plus. It'll be 14 years this summer that I've been with Juice Plus. People come in, they're excited, they have a strong why, they start working, life happens. Either life happens or they get to that initial goal, maybe $300 a month, and they peter out, right? Life happens, you know, they have another baby, they have a family with a long-term illness, something like that, right? Life is so full of surprises. What I want you to engage with tonight, and I want to make sure that you're engaging every new team member on your team with this idea that you are in this for the long-term game, okay? This is a long-term enterprise. This is not LuLaRoe that was so hot, everybody touched it and got burned in 2017 and it's gone and it's a mess now and nobody likes their leggings anymore. This is not like that. Juice Plus has been around for 25 years. Our company is 50 years old. Our company is just starting on a whole new horizon with some changes you're going to hear more about at conference, the comp plan changes, different things like that. So you want to have a long-term vision. And I am so fortunate because when I came into the business, I came in, Reagan, you guys, was a brand new national marketing director. So she'd been here for about 3 years. And her upline, Sean and Jennifer Myers, had been here 20 years already, okay? Or close to 20 years. They were getting ready to take their kids on an adventure around the world and homeschool on a sailboat and do all these wild things. That is what initially got me into the culture of what Juice Plus is. And this culture really sets us apart. This is a long-term thing. This isn't come in for a year, make a buck and leave. We all know why. It's because we fall in love with the product. We fall in love with how it makes us feel, what it does for our health. We fall in love with the impact that it has on people taking it. we fall in love with watching team members grow. We fall in love with watching how another income can transform their lives. And that's the thing about having this long-term mindset and this entrepreneurial mindset is it's like investing in the stock market. You don't invest in the stock market today because you expect a return next week, right? You invest in the stock market because you want something there for yourself 30, 40, 50 years down the road. And what's really, really special and different about Juice Plus is you can make money right now. You can get in here, you can start sharing with everybody you know, asking them who they can share it with, inviting people to join your team and start making money right now. But that income becomes recurring income. Every time somebody swallows a Juice Plus capsule or drinks a shake on the way to their workout class, or those precious little chubby fingers grab those gummies and stuff them in their mouths, that is going and putting money in the enterprise that you are building with this, okay? So we think about different things in your life that you signed up for, or maybe your parents signed you up for, and you were in it for the long haul. When you went to kindergarten, did you go just to see it and see if you were gonna like school and maybe you'd come back for first grade? That's ridiculous, right? You stayed in it. We all survived junior high. Remember how hard junior high was? We all survived it, but we stayed in it because we knew the value of graduating from high school, right? For those of us who went and pursued a college education, you're in that for the long haul. You're making a significant investment in your future. A lot of times coming out having to pay loans back. So you have a long-term mindset. Think about the average student coming out of college today with $120,000 in student loans. They've got to have a long-term mindset to not only get through college, but get out, work their career, and pay that money back that got them launched into that career. So I think that there's really, three things that are key to winning the long game. All right. So number one is daily activity. And we talk about this all the time, but your daily method of operation, share Juice Plus with one person, do some follow-up, do some customer care, be having those events. You guys, events are the lifeblood of our business. I did that presentation a year ago at the Kentucky Lakes Boot Camp, and we talked about this. Without events, your business will really plateau. So events are key because of a number of reasons. They get you into activity and talking to people. It literally does not matter if anybody comes to your event or not. It matters that you started conversations, that you invited people, and that you're doing the follow-up. Daily activity is always going to be about the fortunes and the follow-up. Okay, we talked about that today at my sales job because we're in our last week of February business and we've got to close in on a lot of business. The fortunes and the follow-up, it's time to go back and talk to everybody I talked to before. And can you move people? Can you kick them off the fence? Are they ready to say yes? Are they ready to join your team? Are they a team member who's maybe ready now to go invite some of their own team members aboard? Okay, because again, this is a business of duplication. So that daily activity is really key. Your team, on average, is going to do about 60% of what they see you do. Okay, and they're watching you. Lauren just went, "Wah!" So they are watching you. So think about what kind of example you can set. Moms out there, you know what I'm talking about. Are your kids watching you? When that 4-year-old says a 4-letter word, where did they learn it? Probably from mom and dad, right? Okay. When they eat broccoli, where did they learn it? They learned it from mom and dad. Okay. So, you know what? Something that really motivates me, I was sharing with a friend this morning, is my classes at the gym. I've gone to my gym for years. I go to group classes because that motivates me to see the same people and over, to feel the changes in my body, to be inspired by the changes in their health. It's the same way with our business model. As you change and grow, you're going to inspire your team. So daily activity is a must. And I'm going to talk about this more at the end. It doesn't always have to be all out massive action. Now, all out massive action is great and it'll change you and it'll change your paycheck. But let's talk about the number 2 ingredient, which I believe is having an annual vision for your business. So if we have a long-term vision that we're here for a long time, do you think there's going to be any changes in your life while you're going through this? 10 years from now, Lauren, Erica, Beth, Jenna, are your lives going to look any different? Izzy, Judy, Molly, right? Think about, 10 years from now, that's Yeti. 10 years from now, my kids are going to be like moving out and hopefully grown up and doing their own thing, right? So have an annual vision for your business. Let's back up and think about, well, what does this year look like for me? What are my priorities this year? What can I do with my business this year? Can I bring on 6 or 12 or 20 new team members? What if I totally rebuilt my customer base, even though most of my customer base is still there, and gave myself a whole new pipeline of happy customers that are going to want to join my team? Okay, so have an annual vision for your business and what you want it to do for you. What's that income going to do for you? Because you're going to do that daily activity when you're attached to that long-term vision. All right. Anybody want to share anything about their vision for Juice Plus this year?
I'll share. So I was really struggling because I did have like kind of a financial goal in mind, but when I really boiled it all down to like what's the root of what I want, it was just, kind of basically to be able to say yes to more of the things that I dream about doing, and that requires more income. And one of those things was I wanted to go on a mission trip forever, and I couldn't because of kids, but it's also a financial strain to set that time aside to not work for a week. I do have sources of income that I make outside of Juice Plus. So anyhow, having the Juice Plus income and growing that income will allow me to say yes to a whole lot more of those types of activities that really fuel me. It's just huge. So anyhow, that's what I want to share.
I love that. I mean, ladies, this is your fun money. This is your adventure money. This is your heart's desire money. This is your mission money. This is money that someday you could really help someone in need that has no resources, and you have the extra that you can help. This is the money where when those kids get big and you know what, you want to go take a fun girls weekend, or you want to get away with your hunky hubby and go somewhere, you can do it. This is your adventure money. Is there something you've never tried before? You want to go try indoor rock climbing, or you've never taken a yoga class. This is what this vehicle is meant to enable you to do. So have an annual vision, and it's going to change every year. And I want to talk a little bit about my personal journey, because it really, really hit me a couple weeks ago. And, you guys know I went back to work full time in October. It was a huge life change. I am going to be totally honest, for 3 months, it kicked my butt. There was a lot of tears. There was a lot of self-doubt. There was a lot of what I'd done. My pastor, our visiting pastor this weekend, said, have faith in your faith, not your doubts. And I said, okay, that's great. He said, doubt your doubts, but not your faith. So you've got to, in those moments, wrestle with your faith and who you are and what you're actually capable of. That being said, this put a whole new spin on my Juice Plus business for me. People have asked me constantly, well, are you still doing Juice Plus? Like, have you noticed people are waiting for you to quit? They're waiting for you to get bored with it. And I'm like, why would I ever do that? I'm like, I love Juice Plus. My kids and I take it every day. I have a customer base of close to 100 people that I absolutely adore and cherish. I have a team of a couple hundred people that I absolutely adore and cherish. This is a lifetime thing for me. As long as the Juice Plus company is in business and we're doing this, I'm here. You know, you might have to kick me out when I'm 95 years old, right? Because I've been taking Juice Plus all these years, and I got to tell you, I'm 45. I'm not even halfway done. So it's that long-term vision. But with the changes that happened in my life in 2019, also coming up in 2020, it gave me a whole new spin on this. I thought, okay, I'm not Juice Plus on steroids right now. However, let me tell you what my Juice Plus income is going to do for me, you guys. It is going to pay off debt, is going to pay for private school for my child, and it's going to fund my retirement. That's pretty powerful. Because what happened for me is I started to get worried. I hit 44, 45, and I thought, what about retirement? What am I going to do? And an opportunity came along, and I had all the skills because of what I learned in Juice Plus to go seize it. It was terrifying to walk back into corporate America 13, 14 years later. And you know what? I had all the skills I needed because of what I learned in Juice Plus. And that's why this long-term game matters so much for you. So does your vision get to change every year and evolve with your life? Absolutely. You know, some of us have had calls where we've talked about, you know, these are the hard years with kids. Do you kill yourself building a business? No, because you know what? Next year they're going to kindergarten. Then you're going to go gangbusters. You can go NMD when that little one goes to kindergarten, like I did. So think about your annual vision, but at the same time, always push yourself, always challenge yourself, because it's in you and you need that challenge to stay smart. Okay. So think about your annual vision for your Juice Plus business. Long-term impact is our number 3rd ingredient. Okay. Number 3, you guys, the impact we are making, do you not see it? We are changing the health of kids and families in this country. And I see it more than ever at 45 years old. I see my friends who we embraced healthy living in our 30s, and I see my friends who didn't. And guess what? Those of us who embraced healthy living, we're healthy. We're not perfect. We're healthy. We're hot. We have energy. We're hitting our prime. And some of our counterparts are starting to fall apart. So we are on a mission. Let's go find healthy people and help them stay that way. Let's go find people that need hope for their health. They're everywhere. Autoimmune disorders, cancer, heart disease. You guys, it is so rampant. Let's go find those people and let's be brave and give them hope. That's that long-term impact. You've got to look in the mirror and see yourself as, I am the person that's in this for the long haul to help people. This is an enterprise that is great for my family on so many levels, but I am in this for the long haul to help people. And I'm going to open my mouth. And at the end of the day, when I go to bed at night, I am going to know that I did my best. And at the end of the year, when I'm rethinking my Juice Plus vision for the next year, I'm going to be able to think about the people that I helped. I'm going to think about that young mom who got her first paycheck at home and cried because it was so exciting for her. I'm going to think about that person that got off a medication or avoided a statin drug, or healed better from breaking bones skiing or whatever it is. I'm going to think about those people and how I impacted them. That wouldn't have happened without me. So you really own that and you really walk in the skin of that, of like, this is who I am. You guys, that is attractive. That is a force to be reckoned with. That's what people want to be part of. In our society today, people don't have a vision for their lives. People don't feel like they belong to something bigger than themselves. When you walk the walk and when you talk the talk about your vision, about your impact, about what you're doing tomorrow with Juice Plus, what you're doing next year, what you're doing 5 years from now, people are attracted to that. And you know what? The really, really good ones, Like y'all are going to be, we're all going to be doing this together for the next 5, 10, 20 years. And that makes me so thankful, more than the income, more than the benefit to my health, knowing that we have this tribe and we belong and we all get to do this together. And the benefits are enormous, enormous, right? You know, go back and look. I had a great talk with somebody in my downline. You know, she was a little bummed because her income had gone down a little bit in 2019. And I said, well, let's go back to when you started. How much money have you made all those years in Juice Plus? And when we added it up, it was like, wow. Okay, picture your life without that. Picture your life without the conferences, the friends, the extra energy from the capsules, the fun at the salad in the jar parties, all the different adventures that you've had along the way. I got 13 years at home with my kids, you guys. I have made hundreds of thousands of dollars in Juice Plus. I haven't made millions like Wendy Campbell or Sean and Jennifer Myers. And you know what? That's fine, because God brought me a business that he knew I was going to need. And it is still a business that I need, that I cherish, that we get to do every day. So number 1, daily activity. Number 2, annual vision. Number 3, long-term impact. All right, let's open it up and y'all talk, share. What does some of those ideas do for you?
Hi, Ellen. For me, padding my retirement fund. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And it's a fun way to do it.
Absolutely. Jenna, this has been Jenna's lifeline to adults.
Yes, it is like, let me get dressed and get up and talk to adults. I don't know what I would have done without Juice Plus for the last 10 years. And my kids, my littlest are 3-year-old twins, and so they're going to be going to kindergarten in a couple years. But I am making a significant contribution to my family right now. So that makes me feel like, you know, I can be here with them and make that contribution, and then eventually take more of the financial burden off my husband's shoulders, because he's worked with me to, you know, have me home. And so I don't know what I would do without this business. And I also love the new compensation plan, because it's kind of chunked up a little bit more. I see more of a vision to getting to my next spot, whereas like there was a huge like hurdle to jump to get to the next spot. There's kind of a break in the middle, and I can see that vision, and I can see who's going along with me, and I can see what I need to do a little bit easier. So I'm really loving that as well.
That's so awesome. And I mean, Jenna, you and I joined the business around the same time.
Yeah.
And I just think it is an extraordinary thing, and I don't take it for granted anymore, because you get to be my age, you start to lose track of a lot of people. I don't take it for granted that we get to be in one another's lives. Izzy and I started sitting together in church when I was pregnant with Rory, and Rory will be 11 in April. So, I mean, Beth, you're like, you know, I'm just getting to know you over Zoom. You're so special and just a bright light. And Erica, our little arranged marriage that we talk about. So her sponsor left, and wow, she left me such a great gift. So, you know, we're just really, really fortunate. Who else wants to share?
Well, I wanted to say that one of my goals this year is to get my husband and my kids more involved, so that, you know, they understand that I am committed to what I'm doing, and that this is not just a thing. You know, I'm doing this, whether it takes me another 6 months or 10 more years, you know. And so that's kind of one of my goals this year. And then the other thing is that last year I made almost $2,000, you know, and to me, $2,000, that's amazing. That's $2,000 we didn't have before, you know. And so I just know that the more I help people and the more events that I do, which is my big focus right now, you know, the more people I'm going to help and the more money I'm going to make, and it's a win-win for everybody. So I'm pretty excited about that. And the salad in a jar party, you guys, I can do that. I have 2 on the schedule right now. I'm super excited. So
That's so awesome. Okay, you better call me when you make $2,000 a month for the first time. And
I will.
we're going for like pedicures and champagne. That's awesome.
Yes.
Erica.
Oh, and I have something to send you, Ellen, just so you know. So I need your address.
You're doing what?
I have something I need to send you. So I need
Okay,
your address.
I'll text it to you.
Okay. I have to blow a nose, so pardon me.
Awesome.
Hold on, son.
That's classic.
Oh my gosh, son. Hold on a second.
Wait, Erica, did you want to add anything?
Oh, just, it's been quite a wild ride, you know. I think I've been here for 5 years now, which seems, it's 4 or 5 years I've lost count, and it seems crazy. But I love that as much as life changes, Juice Plus just really doesn't. And that's been a nice stability in my life and has followed me. I mean, I always mirror, I tell people everywhere I go, I take Juice Plus and Jesus. And it's kind of the truth. It's like the universal language. Like anywhere I go, I can bring this business with me. And even to Guatemala, literally go there, and on the way home, half of the 30 people there are hacking up a lung. You know, we were exposed to just different breathing quality conditions. We didn't eat like we normally would. Some of that, you know, we prepared for, but it was a great opportunity to share Juice Plus with a whole bunch of people. Like, I have so much follow-up. I'm going to be following up for weeks, probably.
Awesome.
I've already logged one new order of somebody who was like, she hunted me down. That doesn't happen very often, but, you know, she was like, I need to get started on that Juice Plus stuff. And so just really cool, the relationships that we form, that, you know what, I have people I live in the same town with that they don't refuel me the way this community of people does. So it's pretty powerful. And I think some days I take it for granted, but other days it makes me almost emotional to think about, you know, there's really not been, aside from my husband and some of my close family, there's not been that many people in my life who are still here 5 years later on the journey with me. And it just feels really special. So I'm with you. Too cool.
That's so special. And it always makes me want to do more. You know, I get off these calls and it's like, okay, talk to a few more people, reach out to a couple more people. Okay, go ask that person on my chicken list about joining my team. You know, why not? And next week, we're going to really dig into events, and we're going to dig into inviting for events next week. And I know that you all know how to do this. So from this call, I want you to reach out to your teams, and I want you to reach out to prospective team members and say, hey, you know what? We've got the best of the best that's going to teach next week about events and inviting to events and really how to do this, right? Because don't people look from the outside and make assumptions about how we do this? We're going to show you how we do it. We're going to show you how to have some fun, make some money, not turn it into a job, but turn it into a fabulous, fun side hustle. And so bring those people to the call next week. And let's really, you guys, let's electrify our events. Okay, we bring this same energy that we just had in this call, we bring it to events, and that's how we duplicate. All right, we're done. Go talk.
Thank you, Ellen.
Oh, love you guys so much. Have a totally awesome week.
Thanks for doing the call.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks everybody for being here tonight. Good night.
Good night.